Okay, so I'm really happy because South Sudan, now a country. I'm not Sudanese, I'm Kenyan, but I'm African and I'm happy nonetheless. I mean, if you knew the hardships these people had to deal with, I mean, a lot of these children have been born in refugee camps. I mean, there's limited food, there's limited access to healthcare, resources, education. Um, what is it in Sudan? The northern Sudanese, I guess you would call them now, the the Arab Sudanese. I mean, there's been a lot of mixing. Like they're part Arab, part Sudanese. They're lighter than like the Sudanese, the African Sudanese. I don't know. They're all Africans, but I, it's complicated. It's complicated. I mean, I guess it's like if you look at the like say the light skinned blacks that you have in the states. I mean, there's white somewhere down in their bloodline for some of them, or they could just be light skinned. Because like look at Ethiopia, they're all light skinned up there. But I'm getting off topic. Who cares what they look like? All I'm saying is there's been like mass genocide, and people have been ignoring it because I don't know what it is, but when it happens in Africa, nobody cares. I mean, look at the Rwandan genocide. I mean, okay, like the U.S., Canada, the West, they like to masquerade around like, oh yeah, we're helping people, blah blah blah. No, you're not. U.S., we know why you entered World War II. Okay, it's because the Japanese attacked you, not because you cared about the Jews. I mean, and when I say that, I mean the U.S. as a country. I'm not necessarily speaking for the individual soldiers. But yeah, besides the point, when stuff happens in Africa, people ignore it. Like, look at what's happening in the Congo. The people from Rwanda that started the shit there have spread to the Congo. Does anyone say anything? No. You, did you know it's in a certain part of the Congo? Almost every woman there has been raped. It is incredibly dangerous for women and men alike, children, whatever. It is just a dangerous place to be. I was watching a documentary and these rebels they like grabbed this guy and threw him off a bridge and shot at him. Like just some of the atrocities. Even look on YouTube if you do your research. Sudanese, they have decapitated bodies. I read this book, They Poured Fire on Us from the Sky. You've got to read that if you want to understand the situation in Sudan. Not just that, it's not like written from an adult perspective. You see the childlike innocence there. The things they experience, no child should experience. I mean, what is it? They talk about how little kids have been raped, just the disease, just watching like your friends die in front of you, your family, you've been split up, you're pretty sure somebody's dead, you split up from your siblings, your mother, you don't know if she's alive, you don't know if you're like even though you make it out, you have people left behind. Like it's sad. I read that book and you don't know how many times I cried. I just feel so bad for them because I don't know what it is about the African community. Well, I do. It's other people going in there and driving us apart, divide and conquer. I mean, if you look at Rwanda, that's exactly it. Divide and conquer. Make one group feel better about themselves than the other one. Class divide. That's when shit starts. But look, at least now, South Sudan, hopefully there'll be peace. What keeps me on edge and makes me doubt it is because they have most of the oil reserves in South Sudan. Now, North Sudan's not going to be happy by that. And they have backing from the Middle East. I mean, the Arabs seem to be pouring oil with each other. Like, yeah, they have big backing. So, I don't know. I think the Western world, well, not just the Western world, people should get together and work to help Sudan. I mean, you didn't help when the genocide was going on, but at least help this country become stable and rebuild itself. It's going to need help for years. It's going to need help These people are gonna need some counseling. They need to be workshops, something for healing, because just the things that went on there. I mean, you see like people dying in the street, child soldiers, kids have to kill people. Like, I mean, it sounds like a movie. It sounds like a movie. But if you've seen Hotel Rwanda, that's not even half of it. That's not even half of it. There's only so much they can fit into a movie. There's only so much they can show you. Like, what I feel is the people who have made it out need to educate yourself instead of running the streets. Some of the like the people who come here from Sudan, like they work hard. It's when they have kids, it's the next generation. They take for granted what their parents have been through. It's almost like they forgot where they came from. And I think you should take the time, get an education, go back and help in whatever way possible. I'm not saying you need to move there, live there, whatever. I'm just saying go back and help rebuild your country, rebuild your home, you know? I mean, I wish I could. Then again, I'm a half breed. I'm half Ugandan, half Kenyan. I don't speak either language. But I've always wanted to go back and to help. But the thing is, I feel that they wouldn't take me seriously because not not only do I not speak the native tongue, I didn't grow up there. So I don't know. I know it's harder than it looks, but again, this is a good thing for Sudan. They their own country. Hopefully, this is a step towards peace. I'm just I don't know. I'm happy. I just want there to be peace. I want the bloodshed to stop. I want people who never thought it would happen in their lifetime to go back to their home and at least have some kind of closure. I know that entire tribes have been wiped out, entire areas have been wiped out, but at least at least you know it wasn't all in vain. That they didn't just like take over your country. At least you well, I guess in the sense depending on where you're from, I guess in a sense you they did because now it's divided in two. Of course, if you were like an African Sudanese and you were lived in the northern part of Sudan, you probably don't want to go back there. But or you probably can't go back there. It's not going to be the same. I know it's like you feel displaced. Almost like the situations with the Indians that were in Uganda, how they kicked them all out and then you come back and it's not the same. Your land is gone, everything is gone. But I don't know. At least it's a step towards closure, towards progress. I hope the slave trafficking will stop, the human trafficking. Okay, we're in the 21st century now. People, there has to be respect for human life. There has to be value for human life. There really needs to be. So, yeah, I'm just going to end this here. I'm going to go listen to their national anthem. I think you all should get on the bandwagon, support South Sudan, because they're going to need it. They're going to need it. That's all I got to say.